Welcome to the podcast.
It's a real disease with doctors and medicine and everything.
Well, you don't got any hands. Stupid. You got dead eyes.
Everybody fucks a piece of goldfish. It's the only reason the goldfish. What up, everybody? Welcome to the You Gonna Eat That Crust podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Wilson, on the ones and twos, and with me tonight, my co-host, my co-anchor, my co-homie, my co-conspirator, Seamus Rogers. Seamus, how are you doing?
Hey. The only thing we're not is, what is it called when you live together for long enough?
Cohabitation.
Cohabitation, yeah. I don't think your wife would appreciate it.
We're not Coheed and Cambria either.
Oh,
Good
shit.
band, I like them.
Also with me tonight, motherfuckers, I got my man, my boy, my left, my right, my perpendicular, the all-around guy with the sound of sweatpants overlord himself, Gregory Hoey. Greg, how are things?
Did he bog yet, or did he look at one of these parasites?
This is great.
Are you okay?
I'm dead. I died. I'm back, though.
Woo!
Talking about zombie parasites, I'm back. Hey. No, I was actually pretending to be sick and throw
don't
up.
scare us like that.
Okay.
We were seriously, genuinely concerned.
I'm an actor, so, I act.
I hear... That was his name. Lewis of acting.
Oh, the Daniel A. Lewis of acting?
Daniel Lewis of acting.
Well, I mean, I'm more of like, I don't know, let's say, the Richard Grieco of acting.
You're more like the Vin Diesel.
Ooh. Thank you. Hey, what's up? I'm going to drive fast.
No. See, that's the thing about Vin Diesel, though. He does not talk as manly as he sounds. It's more like, hey, guys, I'm Vin Diesel. What's going on?
Hey, guys, got that Diesel.
Raspy voice.
He with it, he had that raspy voice.
Don't make fun of Vin Diesel. Don't make fun of me.
He's fast and furious.
Listen, I'm fast and I'm furious. You want to race?
Actually, I'm just going to beat you down in front of your woman.
All right, we're terrible Vin Dieselists.
No. I think we got something going here.
We sound nothing like the Diesel.
Next episode, we're talking about all Vin Diesel's films, from Pitch Black to Requiem for a Dream. He was great in that.
Was he in that?
No, he wasn't fucking in that.
I didn't think so.
He wasn't Saving Private Ryan, though.
Me?
He was Vin Diesel.
Private me?
Saving Private Ryan Wilson. Yes, he was in that.
Terrible movie.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Fuck
Right.
off.
Weak plot.
What? They're trying to save
Yeah,
Ryan.
it's true story.
I'm kidding. Relax.
It's not a true story, is it?
Well, I mean, it's the
Walk
true
it back.
happenstance of a war. I don't mean like everything that happened there, but
Yeah, okay.
the plot is what really happened in real life, not the events per se. I mean, the beaches in Normandy really happened. That shit happened.
Oh, yeah, I know the war happened and all that stuff, but I'm just,
No, it didn't.
Okay.
It never
It
happened.
was a fucking lie, dude.
It's fake news, all right?
German people wish it never happened, of course.
I feel like we're getting off topic. Seamus, why don't you tell the listeners what we're going to be talking about today?
Today we're talking about unusual parasites. Creepy, disgusting, whatever. You have it deadly or just make you sick.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
We're going to bring you some gross topics tonight.
Yeah. It's not for the squeamish tonight, all right?
True.
So cook some pizza and make some French fries. Have some soup. Get some food in you while you're listening.
No sweet potato fries, though. Skip
Maybe
those.
Ooh.
Yeah,
those
we are
are
not
for the weak.
sponsored by Idaho.
Maybe some toasted Cheez-Its. Extra toasty.
Ooh, my favorite.
They like, hey, who was the genius at the Cheez-It factory? It was like, hey, Bob, we just burned all these cheeses. Let's throw them away. Like, fuck
they
that.
thought he was an idiot. They were ready to fire him.
Yeah. And then he saved the company. God damn it. Bob's a genius.
They're more toasted now.
Bob's burnt Cheez-Its.
Oof, the best. I think you introduced me to the extra toasty Cheez-Its and the pizza Cheez-Its. You've unlocked a Cheez-It realm that I never knew was possible.
Pizza was like, I don't know, screwball, like that peanut butter whiskey. It was
it was good, but you couldn't do too much.
and then it just got overwhelming.
Yeah, I remember when I was in LA, and the first time I get to try cheeses because we fucking ordered them from Amazon, and we ended up getting like 4 boxes.
That's right, I remember because I introduced you to the pizza one.
Yeah, and I was like looking for them everywhere, and I couldn't find them. Just like fucking finally order them, and then we had 4 boxes. I don't even know if I made it through fucking 2 of them before I came back to New Hampshire.
It's probably been like a good year since I had some. Maybe I would like another box of them. Like,
yes.
Well, let's just squash this right now. Cheez-Its over Goldfish any day, right?
Yeah, extra toasty Cheez-Its.
Pizza Goldfish are good, man. But yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I can eat like 2 handfuls of Goldfish before I'm like, fuck this food.
Yeah, but you're getting fucking cheddar because you got fucking a brood of.
You think I don't like the fuck? You think we don't fuck with pizza in my house?
I don't know.
Everybody fucks with pizza Goldfish. It's the only reason to Goldfish.
I don't know. Youngins are like, yeah, it's hot. It's hot.
My 4-year-old's favorite food is hot sauce.
Perfect.
Start him early.
When I get French fries,
till he gets my age, and then he pays for it.
Yeah, get that gas.
It's a she. It's my daughter.
Yeah.
She's obsessed. Dad, can we have French fries with hot sauce? Dad, can we have chicken legs with hot sauce?
It's my favorite dip for French fries.
Can I have hot sauce? She's going to pound in hot sauce.
Gravy in mashed potatoes. It's like KFC or Popeyes dipping my French fries in potato. It's kind of awkward. It's like chicken eating a chicken meat.
You talking about dipping a French fry in mashed potatoes and gravy?
Yes.
That's the shit, dude. I love that shit too.
It is shit. Fuck. In fact, why don't restaurants come out with a mashed potatoes and gravy dip? Like, even with nachos, I bet that would be fucking phenomenal.
I like to dip my rolls from my roll draw.
Yeah, your rolls, exactly. Give me some buttery biscuits and some mashed potatoes and gravy dip.
That's what I want instead of like breadsticks or whatever at my table. I want rolls and mashed potatoes and gravy.
Right? Bring me those. Give me your never-ending breadsticks, Olive Garden, but I also want never-ending mashed potato and gravy dip.
Why don't we call it? Well, let's open up a restaurant called "You Gonna Eat That Rolls and Gravy Dip?" Mashed potatoes and gravy dip.
Gravy dip.
Shit. Welcome to Gravy Dip. How may I take your order? Our
right.
specials: mashed potatoes with gravy, with some bread to dip in it,
and every appetizer you could think of.
Not sweet potato fries.
Patent pending.
You can even put jalapeno poppers in the gravy dip.
There's no limit to what you could dip in mashed potatoes and gravy.
Chicken fingers.
Oh, dude,
I'm gonna stick my dick in the mashed potatoes.
I'll sample that.
Hey,
I'll have what she's having.
Oh.
All right. Well, I'm gonna kick it off tonight, boys, because I'm feeling generous. All right.
Oh, you're so magnanimous. Let's go.
I know. This is a short one, but it was thoroughly disgusting, and I wanted to talk to you guys about it. It's called the dragon worm or the dracunculus.
Oh, this is the first. This one I read on this one. Go ahead.
The guinea worm or dracunculus, meaning little dragon in Latin, is caught by drinking dirty water containing tiny water fleas infected with the larva. Once inside someone, the spaghetti-like female worm grows up to 1 meter long and emerges through the skin, usually on the legs or feet, causing a burning pain that inspired the parasite's name.
Wait. So you get it from drinking dirty water?
Yeah.
So, like, everybody in Boston has it?
Ooh.
I'll be here all night. Okay. Continue.
The pain can last for weeks and there's no vaccine. The only way to get the worm out is to gradually wrap it around a stick as it comes out of your body.
Ugh.
Dude, they said weeks of that. Like, you can't break it because you'll get, like, a serious immune reaction.
Uh-huh.
So... They literally, how do you go to work with like half a worm out of your foot?
Oh, this is Jerry. Don't worry about Jerry. I've said no pets at work, Ryan.
I was reading this. I'm sorry, like the average It lasts 8.5 weeks.
Ugh.
Can you imagine
Awful.
slowly pulling a worm out of yourself over the course of 8.5 weeks?
Like seriously, you like nowadays you'd be on the phone, or during lockdown you'd be on the phone with your virtual doctor. You'd be like, how much? Don't pull too hard.
Yeah, like does this thing like try to go back in? Like I mean,
I don't know. Does it have like barbs in it and shit?
ugh.
I don't
If
know.
it did, you would need it surgically removed. Why can't you get it surgically removed? That's what I want to know.
I don't know.
With a vacuum.
I read this too. It's like it takes weeks to get it out of your. Like, it's disgusting.
Ugh.
Not our problem, eh, boys? Long live the USA.
So it's very painful too.
Absolutely. I'm good with the guinea worm.
Yeah.
All right, Seamus, I hear you have a bunch you want to talk about. Shoot.
All right. I would like to talk about the candiru. The candiru, or vampire catfish. I'm sure you guys have heard of this, or the stories or myths. It's what is known as urolithic life form. Urophilia is when someone likes getting pissed on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't personally like it, but if that's what my partners are into, we can do it in the shower, or if they're ambitious and want to cover the bedroom in plastic.
Dexter style.
Like a Dexter kill room, right?
Yeah.
The candiru makes its living by sucking blood from the heavily vascularized gills of other freshwater fish, and the best way to find them is by scenting the thin trail of ammonia the gills secrete. The candiru catches a scent, swims upstream, and burrows in for a snack. So as like these fish, humans' urethra secretes ammonia, but there's a lot of conflicting information out there on how the candiru managed to lodge itself in the human urethra. Popular accounts, I'm sure you guys have heard the stories, have the tiny catfish swimming up the stream of urine and slithering right into the barrel of your piece.
Yeah.
However, the real explanation is somehow even worse. The candiru is probably happy to swim up your urethra if that's the easiest way to get in, but in a pinch, it's willing to compromise by wriggling in through the anus and chewing its way into the bladder from there.
Yeah, I mean, that might be better.
Yeah, well, that's not another ghastly detail of this thing is the fish has sharp spines that dig into your flesh and can only be removed by surgery.
Oh, God.
You won't find this kind of surgery in impoverished countries, unfortunately.
Yeah, poop hole is the loophole as well. Apparently for these parasites as well.
Well, they'll go any way they can get in, I guess.
So, with no option of surgery, then you just lived with a barbed parasite?
You just have a blockage, like you just spray in a few different directions. But they don't have bathrooms, so they're just peeing outside anyways. So it's all good.
Ah, so the Triforce spray matters not.
Yeah,
you have to write your name.
You ain't writing anything. It's going to be freaking a mess.
Fuck.
Or they turn out to be the best urine artists we've ever seen, Seamus.
Urine art. I'm into that.
All right, Greg. I hear you have a couple things you'd like to tackle tonight.
Yeah.
Speak on it.
The parasitoid wasp, however you pronounce that, actually inspired the movie Alien, or the monster in the movie Alien. They lay their eggs inside their victims, and then their offspring eventually kind of devours their way out.
Awful.
A number of the species control their host minds in extraordinary ways. The larvae of the wasp, the Hemenopimus, Argophaga. I don't know how to fucking say that shit. I wrote it out in spaces of how to pronounce it, and I even looked it up, and I did not do it justice. But they the ones that control the victims with they spin unusual webs made to support their cocoons, so they make them spin webs that'll hold their cocoons, which is kind of fucked up as well too.
I was reading about these things too, and they were saying that most every wasp is parasitoid or something. They always, I don't know, they feed on some other species somehow.
They're pretty freaky looking.
Now this one, I don't recall. They don't actually infect humans though, do they?
No. I see that. They obviously just go after. I mean, that'd be kind of cute if they like stung you and like a little one like kind of flew at your arm, like.
That would not be cute.
That'd be kind of cute.
Candyman just comes flying out of your stomach.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. They almost look like aliens in a way too. Like, so they obviously must have like taken the design. I think a wasp is kind of alien looking like anyway. I don't know if you ever see those wasps that are like flying at you sometimes, and they look like they're like multiple wasps or wasps fucking.
They're
like
wasp humping.
Yeah. I used to get stalked by wasps all the time when I was living in Rochester above my folks' house because the window there'd be a huge nest up there.
That town's full of parasites.
Oh God, Rochester is a parasite.
Ooh.
Hey, just kidding. Gonic is.
It's an inoperable cancer.
Oh.
We have to cut out the cancer.
Hey Rochester, how you doing?
That line was from the hit film Malignant.
Haven't seen it.
Great movie. You guys should watch it. Speaking of parasites that inspired shit, I just want to talk about real quick. I just want to touch on the cordyceps or the Ophiocordyceps unilateralis fungus. All right.
I got 15 of them in my inventory right now, dying like
Zombie shrooms.
Yeah, they're found in tropical forest, and they infect foraging ants through their spores. They attach and penetrate the exoskeleton and slowly take over its behavior. As the infection advances, the enthralled ant is compelled to leave its nest for a more humid microclimate that's favorable to the fungus's growth. The ant is compelled to descend to a vantage point about 10 inches off the ground, sink its jaws into a leaf vein on the north side of the plant, and wait for death. Meanwhile, the fungus feeds on its victim's innards until it's ready for the final stage. Several days after the ant has died, the fungus sends a fruiting body out through the base of the ant's head, turning its shriveled corpse into a launch pad from which it can jettison its spores and infect new ants.
Jesus.
So, dude, I saw this like on Planet Earth like a long fucking time ago.
Yeah, I've seen this thing
and,
too.
it just climbs a tree and then they just fucking burst from its body, like all these mushrooms and shit.
That's like the zombie ant thing, right? Or whatever?
Yeah, and that's what inspired The Last of Us. The guy saw the same fucking the same clip from the Planet Earth in a bar, and that's how they started writing it. So it's pretty dope.
Because their heads are covered with cordyceps.
It's fucking disgusting. It's crazy as fuck.
And if our audience has not played The Last of Us, well, do yourself a favor. Play The Last of Us and The Last of Us 2 in HBO 2023. They're probably saying The Last of Us TV show is coming out, and it's going to be fucking epic.
We hope so.
All right, dude. It's the same
Or
people who did Chernobyl.
Or it could be a Witcher.
It's going to be epic. Pedro Pascal promised us, all right?
And the girl from Game of Thrones.
Is that Mandalorian
That's the Mandalorian.
Yep. And then the girl from...
Well, it's got to be better than the Mandalorian.
Game of Thrones there.
The
one who was tough there. The North girl.
The little chick there.
Yep, the redhead.
Yeah. All right. Well, Seamus, that brings us back to you, my friend. What disgusting thing do you want to talk about?
We'll talk about the Toxoplasma gondii.
I read about this.
The T. gondii has been shown to alter the behavior of infected rodents in ways that increase the rodents' chances of being preyed upon by felines. Because cats are the only host within which the T. gondii can sexually reproduce to complete and begin its lifestyle, such behavior manipulations are thought to be evolutionary adaptations that increases the parasite's reproductive success. Toxoplasma gondii infection in mice lowers general anxiety, increases explorative behaviors, and surprisingly increases the general loss of aversion to predators without selectivity toward cats. There's a positive correlation between the severity of the behavioral alterations and the cyst load, which reflects indirectly the level of inflammation during brain colonization. So it basically spreads to your cats, and then your cats bring it into your household. But luckily, in humans, really only deadly to those with like severely weakened immune systems.
Yeah, I was saying it causes like in humans like severely reduced reaction times.
You got like inflammation in your brain.
Yeah, it's you're like way more likely to like get in a car accident or whatever the fuck if you have this.
You're
parasite.
You're probably in like a hungover stupor.
Yeah, yeah, but it's basically like beer muscles for fucking mice and shit. They just walk up to a guy like, I ain't fucking scared of you.
Yeah, except
Y'all ain't fucking with me.
Cats aren't bluffed that easily, and they're just like, yeah, fuck you.
No, my cat is evidence of that. My yard is littered with the corpse of miceses.
Maceses.
Mouseses. All right. Well, boys, I'm going to get away just a little bit from parasites, and I want to talk about a disease that I found that I thought was pretty fascinating. It's called alien hand syndrome.
Cool.
Where you don't even know you're jerking yourself off?
Yeah, the stranger.
Well, just fucking listen, dude. How scary would it be if your hand started thinking for itself? That's exactly what happens with alien hand syndrome. According to
This is what Ash had.
Yeah, dude. Exactly.
Or idle hands.
According to Baylor University Medical Center, past instances of the rare disorder involve someone's hand acting as if it was being controlled by someone else. One 77-year-old woman's hand was even stroking her face without her permission. In another case, the hand has tried harming the individual. While it can be tricky to diagnose since it's a neurological disorder, it's usually done through observation and often develops after some sort of trauma or stroke. Dude, it was saying people's hands were trying to hurt them.
What's it called?
Alien hand syndrome.
Alien hands. No, I didn't grab your ass. I have alien hand syndrome. That's what it wants.
You're so insensitive.
It's a real disease with doctors and medicine and everything.
One
Come on,
time,
let my alien hand diddle you.
take my strong hand.
I wish that happened to your hand. That's alien hand.
I remember seeing this movie once when I was a little kid on USA when it used to show like cheesy horror movies during the daytime. And this guy like had his fucking arm out the window while he was driving, and a fucking Mack truck like fucking knocks his arm off. It was just his hand, not his arm. But he was like
came back to life.
It was a doctor or whatever, so he's pretty upset naturally. And yeah, his
Dr.
hand
Strange?
came to life and tried to kill him after that.
Oh.
It was pissed. Like, fucking told you to roll your window up.
Don't hang your hands out the car window.
Out the bus.
Speaking of
That would be messed up, man.
what are your guys' thoughts on people who put their fucking feet out the window in the passenger seat?
I say fucking hit them. Rip them right off.
Man. Shit, they're better than my dashboard.
I mean, that'd be an interesting accident, a.k.a. fucking
Why does that bother you?
Tarantino movie there. Driver, what's it called? That's like one of the greatest accident scenes in a movie when that chick got her fucking leg out the window.
I wanted to watch that again recently.
Oh, I feel bad for you. It's a fucking horrible movie.
Not
I'm
his best.
trying to get through them all.
It's number 10.
I've been
number 9.
knocking some of them down.
Nice. Does it bother me? I think it's fucking weird. I mean, I've never felt the urge to put my feet out the window. Ever.
Have you ever felt the wind between your toes?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I've seen that movie on USA where the guy loses his hand, so I'm probably a little scared to do it.
Yeah, but that's his hand. That's his hand.
I remember you saying you'd rather lose your legs than your hands.
Well, I would. I don't.
It's funny though.
I don't find.
It's funny
ways
how
to
many
do
times
it.
you put your hands out the window, but you won't put your feet out the window.
What do you mean? Do you know me? Have you ever seen me in a car?
He's on to us. He's on to us. No, we don't record you.
My arms are in the windows at all time. Just
Please.
smoking cigarette after
I do-
cigarette after
I do
cigarette.
I do the floating thing. I'm doing it right now, where I'm like kind of doing the wave with my hand, and then I
Like
give
you're
the
experiencing wind for the first
yep,
time.
and then I give him the old like fucking Satan sign, like yeah, and I'm rocking out the whole time while I'm driving. Then people drive by like, whoa, that guy's cool.
I do that with my feet, and I entice truckers. My hairy legs.
Ooh,
Hey.
I'm about to get my DOT license again, just for them legs.
They're the way of the road, baby. It's the way of the road.
For some reason, I just thought of that George Carlin bit on Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
I think that's what he was referring to, Greg.
Okay, good.
No, it was Trailer Park Boys.
Aha! Well, they stole it.
Well, all right, Greg, that brings us back to you. What do you want to talk about, my friend?
I want to talk about elephantitis.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, researching this, I feel horrible for everybody who has it.
Isn't this the one that can cause elephantitis, not necessarily elephantitis?
Well, I mean, it's
Or is this the only way you can get elephantitis?
It's the only way you can get it. It's like bit by a mosquito. It's like always a mosquito bite. Some dude had a mosquito bite for like 4 years, and like his like leg was like swollen, and he kept on like going to get surgeries, and they couldn't like help him out. I think it was 2017. Like a 53-year-old man in India. His like surgery cost like $4,500, but he had like a 50-pound like lump on his leg, just like fucking like looks so brutal. His whole fucking leg was just basically like tumors and like it's fucking gross.
You can't be born with elephantitis. I think you can be born with elephantitis. I
Right.
think Jonathan
Rocky
Merrick
was born with it.
I don't think anybody was born with it. I could be wrong.
I'm pretty sure Rocky was totally born with it.
Rocky, did he even have elephantitis?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure Cher gave it to him. It was in the DNA.
Yeah, dude. It's
before
a hereditary
age
disease.
He got it before the age of 5. He wasn't born with it. It wasn't Maybelline.
Well, it forms. It's maybe.
But it's mostly from a mosquito bite. I guarantee this dude got bit by a mosquito. They're evil. They're blood-sucking motherfuckers.
They seem to be the carrier to many parasites.
Like I said, I could be wrong. Like I said, like I was under the impression that you needed to get like bit by a mosquito or fucking bit by something. But anyway, the cases I was researching, most cases I've seen, people were bit by mosquitoes and their legs or their limbs swell up or their genitals can swell up. I saw some other dude who they had to actually help them. He had a 30-pound like lump on his legs, but it was like between his legs. It looked like he had like a literally giant ball like hanging out of his it was fucking huge. It was 30 fucking pounds. But they
he went around wearing gray sweatpants from here on out.
Oh, he was bedridden. He wasn't going anywhere. I mean, they fucking pumped him full of antibiotics and they fucking like took it out or removed it, and he was able to walk like he hadn't walked in like 5 or 6 years.
Jesus.
Yeah. But it's just brutal. It just doesn't really friggin'. It's just crazy how many people it affects and what it does to them. Like, I mean, like I couldn't imagine. I'm a picker, so if I had like any little spot, especially elephantitis, anywhere, I'd be picking it, especially on my dick.
Gross.
I was reading about the filarial worm, and they're responsible for a lot of elephantitis. Mostly men infected in the scrotum.
Ooh,
like fucking Randy Marsh. Fucking walking around town with a wheelbarrow because your balls are
yeah.
so thick.
Right. Is that you?
What about the tongue-eating crustacean?
Yeah, that's what I thought that fish you were talking about was going to be, the one that's swimming in the gills, like the one that like kind of like takes over their tongue.
This is another scary water monster.
That one's fucking scary.
The Simathawa exigiu. This thing is the only parasite known to replace an organ. It enters through the gills of the spotted rose snapper, attaches to the base of the fish's tongue, where it drinks its blood. The blood sucking causes the tongue to eventually wither away, at which point the crustacean attaches itself to the tongue stub, acting as the fish's tongue from here on out. I mean, have you guys seen the photos of it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's creepy. Can you imagine something just taking place in your mouth and like being a fish? You're fucking stupid. You can't do anything about it.
Hey,
You don't got any hands. You're stupid, and you got dead eyes.
You're fucking stupid. Fish are actually the smartest fucking creatures on the fucking planet.
Yeah, okay. That's why I've hooked the same caught and release and hooked the same one in the same day.
You got me.
They're not smart.
You got me again. Yeah, I'm talking about dolphins anyway.
Dolphin's a mammal, so
I know. I'm just fucking with you.
Good job there, Greg.
They would be very insulted that you call them fish.
I call them creatures, actually.
Once they finish eating your tongue, it just kind of falls off, and then you just start eating the rest of the fucking shit that dangles down there.
Well, they just keep feeding on your blood, I think. They'll just because they don't want to kill you. Because the parasites don't want to kill the host; they want to keep it going, and keep the spread.
Right.
I mean, a lot of them do kill the host, but this one doesn't spread through death.
Speaking of killing host, I just got the first issue of Infected, the comic book.
What?
Yeah.
Is that Sigler?
Yep.
Nice.
Is it good, badass?
I just got it yesterday. I haven't read it
How's the
yet.
artwork look?
Looks decent. I'll send you guys a picture of it when I get a chance.
Hell yeah.
Looking forward to that.
Did you check out the Soul Plumber?
I don't know. I want to, but part of me is like, am I going to like it? I don't know.
What's it even about?
I think it's like a Tales from the Crypt style fucking comic.
It's like little short stories.
I think so. I don't know. Maybe I'll buy it. It's only like $3, so
Yeah,
I'll
that was
swing
cool.
that.
I'll check it out.
I do want to check out that Infected comic. That's cool.
Get the Comicology app. It's fucking $6 a month, and you get endless comics to read.
Did you guys read about the eye-infesting worm? Another worm?
Ugh, fuck
Oh,
me.
yeah, I did.
The Lulu?
Yeah. That's... Woo.
The worm Lulu, which dwells in the rainforest and swamps of West Africa, infects people through the bite of a deer fly or a mango fly. The worms then wander under the skin of their victims at all times of the day, feeding on fluids and human tissues. The worms live in the bloodstream when the sun is out, and people are most likely to get bitten by flies that can, in turn, spread the worms to other unwitting victims. They retreat into the lungs at night, and they occasionally cross under the eyes, which can be very painful. Sounds painful and disgusting. I would probably want to shoot myself if I had worms in my eyes.
Dude, I've seen a picture of this shit, like a video, and like you could just see the worm swimming through the guy's eyeball. It's fucking...
Oh my god, I would want to throw up and end it. Oh.
Dude, that image would never leave your head if that happened to you. You would be fucked up forever.
Seriously, PTSD.
Yeah, anytime you get an itch in your eye,
eye
like,
worm.
God, it's back! It's back!
Right? You wake up. Ah, my eyes!
Not again! All right, well, I want to talk to you guys about this syndrome that I read about. That's pretty fascinating. It's called auto-brewery syndrome. So most of us experience drunkenness the ensuing rough morning after having had a few stiff drinks. But alcohol may give us a pleasant high at first. The hangover is a harsh reminder that our bodies do not appreciate heavy partying all that much. There are, however, people who experience intoxication and hangovers without drinking a significant amount of alcohol or without ingesting alcohol at all. These people have a rare condition called auto-brewery syndrome, gut fermentation syndrome, in which pure alcohol is produced in a person's gut after they've eaten carbohydrate-rich foods.
I've heard about this.
Yeah. You can literally just eat a fucking...
Do they at least get like a drunk phase?
Oh, dude, they could get drunk enough off of nothing to get a DWI.
Holy
Right, I think
shit.
actually, wasn't there a case of that?
Yeah, there's all kinds of them. This guy said it was weird. I'd eat some carbs and all of a sudden I was goofy, vulgar. Every day for a year, I'd wake up and vomit. Sometimes it would come on over the course of a few days. Sometimes it was just like, bam, I'm drunk.
Aside from like the hangover and vomiting part, like it would be cool to just go out to eat and not have to buy booze. cheaper.
I'll take the Bud bread, please.
See, that would be the ideal candidate to come eat at
Give
our
me the extra
biscuit
breaded
and mashed potatoes and
chicken-
gravy restaurant.
chicken tenders.
Oh, Ryan and Seamus, welcome back to You Gonna Dip That Gravy in Mashed Potatoes.
Yeah. So when are we gonna open this restaurant?
It's happening real soon.
2022.
I just got to speak to a couple
Okay.
more backers.
Oh, we're taking over Oddfellows Tavern. We're turning it into dipping gravy.
Tapas and gravy dip.
Sorry, Greg. There's only room for one G's in this world.
Speaking of tapas, so my boss owns another restaurant in Portsmouth called Cava, and it's a tapas restaurant. And
What's the tapas?
They're like
Just-
apps, like small. They're basically rip-offs for people on dates, so they can you can spend your money on your dates and hardly get any food out of it.
oh yeah, well that's how he makes that's how he made all his money, like fucking Spanish inspired dishes. And
Spinacle pizza.
when he first went to the planning board, he found out that their shit was being denied. They're like, why are we being denied? And he had to go up in front of like all these people and shit. And like Mr. Sessler, why we appreciate that you want to bring, Spanish food to Portsmouth. We just can't have a topless bar in our town. He's like, no, not topless, tapas. Tapas are mini dishes. Like
they don't know what tapas are in Maine.
this is Portsmouth. Portsmouth.
Well,
it's a cultural epicenter.
Yeah,
Seamus.
right? Ooh, I like that.
Thanks. All right, Seamus, any more you want to talk about?
there's this flesh-eating bacteria. A traveling Floridian hiking in New Hampshire returned to Miami with blisters earlier this year. Within days, he was in a coma in the hospital where doctors tried to save his life by cutting off chunks of flesh off his legs. The young man had picked up one of a collection of flesh-eating bacteria that cause necrotizing fasciitis.
Yeah.
The most common of these culprits is group A strep, a relative of the bacteria that causes strep throat. Each year since 2010, there have been between 700 and 1,100 cases of the infection, according to the CDC. These usually occur when bacteria enter and infect an open wound. In these rare but serious cases, the infections can have deadly effects. Bacteria kill swaths of tissue and muscle by releasing a toxin. Symptoms include chills and fever, black spots or swelling on the skin, and a sensation that resembles muscle pain. The CDC recommends staying out of hot tubs or swimming pools if you have an open wound and keeping those wounds clean.
The brown recluse spider is.
I was thinking the same exact thing.
Bacteria. Is that a bacteria, though?
Well, when he bites you, you get
bacteria.
necrophyzing fasciitis there.
Yeah.
My stepdad's father got bit by a brown recluse in Florida. I guess he had a hole in his leg the size of a softball.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ! What did they do? Take skin from his butt and fill it in?
I don't know. I didn't ask.
It's
He
fucking
spoke-
so disgusting.
Did they fill it in with butt skin?
He spoke French a lot, so I didn't really have that many conversations
They
with him.
stuff some drywall in there and
Yeah,
fill
old
it with
school.
butt skin.
Fucking
Some pizza
old
crust.
school, fucking duct tape and fucking toilet paper.
Duct tape and pizza crust. He needs to find one of those parasitic fucking things. Stick it right there. It'll pretend it's the hole. Just drink your blood. Fill the hole.
Well, then there's the brain-eating amoeba. In 2013, an Arkansas tween became only the third person known to the CDC to survive infection by the single-celled Naegleria fowleri, an amoeba that drills into and infects the brain. The single-celled organism lives in warm freshwater lakes and rivers. It enters the body through the nose, then heads straight up a nerve to the brain, where it triggers an inflammation and begins destroying brain tissue. Most reports of the condition trace it back to a swim outdoors. This parasite is rare but deadly. Between 1962 and 2016, the CDC recorded 43 cases of the infection, up to 8 a year, almost always fatal. Doctors believe the Arkansas girl may have benefited from an earlier than usual diagnosis and treatment. According to the CDC, the amoeba can't infect someone who drinks contaminated water. But in 2011, the amoeba killed 2 people in Louisiana who used tap water in their neti pots to irrigate their sinuses.
Oh, I rock the neti pots.
Really, I had to look that up because I didn't know what the fuck a neti pot was.
It's a neti pot. They're sweet.
Because it clears out your sinuses.
Yeah, I do them in the shower. I'll do it in the shower because you have to pour it down your nostril and it goes out your other
I would
nostril.
definitely do it in the shower.
Yeah, and if you're sick, just snot comes pouring out, and it feels great. It's my go-to.
So symptoms begin with fever and nausea, and as the infection progresses, it produces hallucinations and eventually a coma. The CDC has recorded only 4 U.S. survivors to date. So that one sucks.
Yeah, you're also supposed to use distilled water, too, with those neti pots, too, so I've used Poland Spring before. I could have had one of those happen to me.
Maybe you still are.
It's true.
Not too late.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I got it. It's not slow. It's the amoeba.
That's all for me.
I'm going to talk about one more. This is called foreign accent syndrome. It's a medical condition in which patients develop speech patterns that are perceived as a foreign accent that is different from their native accent without having acquired it in the perceived accent's place of origin. Foreign accent syndrome usually results from a stroke, but can also develop from head trauma, migraines, or developmental problems. The condition might occur due to lesions in the speech production network of the brain, or may also be considered a neuropsychiatric condition. The condition was first reported in 1907, and between 1941 and 2009, there were 62 recorded cases. Its symptoms result from distorted articulatory planning and coordination processes. And although popular news articles commonly attempt to identify the closest regional accent, speakers suffering from foreign accent syndrome acquire neither a specific foreign accent nor any additional fluency in any foreign language. There has been no verified cases where a patient's foreign language skills have improved after a brain injury. So, yeah, I mean, you can have a stroke or a really bad headache one day, and all of a sudden you're talking like this for the rest of your life.
What about, like, learning a language they didn't know? Does that happen?
No, it said they did not learn any languages that were not previously known, but they would just keep the accent, going throughout their lifetime.
Oh, isn't it just called being ridiculous, that? Isn't that?
Oh, yeah, full of shit.
You fucking donkey.
You bloody lying wanker.
See? We're infected.
Do you guys think people find it offensive when people do, like an English accent, is it the same? Is it a racism?
It's acting. It's like, Daniel Day-Lewis.
I just think they're offended because, like, we're so bloody bad at it.
Crikey.
Well, right on. All right, well, that's going to wrap it up for a little bit of things on parasites and diseases that are strange and unique. Now stay tuned for some other shit.
Some other shite.
Some other dookie.
What's in the news?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and Seamus has some news for us. Seamus, speak on that shit, please.
Yeah, I was just going through some stories that, kind of grabbed my attention. There's a zoo in, where was it? Stafford, England. They hired a Marvin Gaye impersonator to get monkeys in the mood. So the Trentham Monkey Forest in Stafford, England said David Largy, an experienced Marvin Gaye impersonator, performed selections from the Soul Legends catalog, including Let's Get It On and Sexual Healing inside the Barbary macaque habitat. Or macaque. The macaque monkeys.
These are macaque monkeys.
So we thought it would be... Oh, wait, back to the bad British accents. We thought it would be a creative way to encourage our females to show a little affection to the males that might not have been so lucky in love. Park director Matt Lovett said on the zoo's website, females in season mate with several males, so paternity among our furry residents is never known. Each birth is vital to the species, with Barbary macaques being classed as endangered. So, they got a free concert, these monkeys, and we have to wait till late spring or early summer to find out the results of whether there's going to be some monkey babies, whether some
monkey. They make it from monkey.
Some macaques got it on that day or not. I hope that we get conclusive evidence, but hopefully there will be a news story to follow up.
Ooh, to be continued.
Also, did you guys hear about, it was a 13-foot crocodile that had a motorcycle stuck around its neck for 6 years in Indonesia?
Jesus Christ.
That's horrible.
Yeah, imagine that, like, for 6 years just being annoyed at something fucking stuck on you like that.
Well, I think that would make the crocodile even more badass. Like, crocodile badass on its own. Crocodile that wears a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Do you think he was a 13-footer? It was do you think it would have gotten even bigger if it wasn't a big tire wrapped around his head? Like,
probably.
Is a crocodile a reptile?
A little bit.
Yeah, crocodiles are reptiles.
So don't they, like, grow bigger to their environment? potentially.
I think that's hermit crabs.
I mean, if Lake Placid taught me anything, then it's going to get big.
So apparently, like the local residents have been trying to capture it for like over 6 years to get the tire off it, and they finally succeeded. And they held it down and they sawed the tire off.
And then it killed them. And then it killed them both.
I'm sorry, but if it takes a whole community 6 years to catch a crocodile with a motorcycle stuck around its head, doesn't say much for the community.
Yeah,
okay,
really
but are you gonna jump in the fucking murky water after it?
You don't know me.
I know that tire isn't that important to you.
I've seen all the Crocodile Dundees.
No, hell no, I'm not jumping in
Now that's a bike.
the water. First of all, I don't know if I'm going to run and jump on a crocodile on land either. But good for them. They may have saved his life.
Plus, who knows what else is in that fucking water other than the crocodiles?
Yeah,
Fucking lots of parasites will swim up your dick hole, and maybe piranhas. Fuck that.
Like little piranhas that swim up your dick hole.
Ugh, dude, they just like fucking chew your dick hole through the inside. Oh my god. Ooh, let's make a movie. Little baby piranha movie.
Sure.
As soon as we get the restaurant up and going,
Okay.
we'll funnel that money into our movie about tiny piranhas.
That swim up your dick hole
Absolutely.
and come out your mouth.
And we'll just play that in our restaurant.
Coming to a theater in 2024. They swim up your dick hole.
You ever had sushi in potato gravy? So speaking of potatoes, I was just reading about Idaho Potato Commission releases limited edition potato perfume.
Ooh. Do they have sweet
Oh.
potato?
On February 10th, the Idaho Potato Commission announced it is celebrating Valentine's Day and the state's signature crop with a limited edition product, potato perfume. The IPC said the fragrance Fridays or Frights, I don't know, Fridays, fries. Should just call it Frites. Thank you. What does that mean? What is that?
It's just means fries.
Oh,
Like
was
if
that
you-
French?
Yeah, I think so. If you order steak frites, that means you're
So
getting
it's
steak
kind of
and
funny
French
that we call
fries.
them French fries when it should be Frites fries.
freedom fries.
There you go, but that's not French. Because, well, all right. I'm sorry, French people. You have your freedom and free healthcare. Anyways, Frites by Idaho is made from distilled Idaho potatoes and essential oils, and is designed to smell like a fresh plate of French fries. You know, definitely the fragrance you want to go with on your first date.
Good call.
Imagine that. Like, why the hell would you want to smell like French fries? I mean, I'm sure sometimes after you're cooking, you probably smell like a French fry, and you're probably not like
Absolutely.
happy about it.
No, of course not.
That wouldn't smell like fries.
It's not great
I love the smell of fries. I don't want to smell like French fries.
all the time.
Right.
I don't know. Girls will be like, "Oh my god!"
I want to know, ladies. Can you chime in? Send us an email. Tell us. Would you be more turned on by a man who smelled like French fries?
If we get a goddamn fry email, I'm gonna be pissed. We're gonna get a fry email.
What is Joe Armani or French fry or fry later grease oil? Come on,
Mm.
We
Tell
love the
us,
smell
ladies.
of French fries, and go fuck yourself. You guys suck.
got a guy in a big guy in a flannel with a beard smelling like French fries. Come on.
Did you just describe me? I feel like all right. Any more news for us today, Seamus?
Nah, that's it for today.
All right, I got one that I want to talk about real briefly. 100 confirmed cases in the world. Boy diagnosed with rare uncombable hair syndrome.
I feel like this was me when I was a child.
A 14-month-old boy from Atlanta was diagnosed with a rare genetic disorder that affects the color and growth of his hair. His parents are now attempting to bring awareness to the disorder known as uncombable hair syndrome.
Imagine how many parents are fucking actually pissed about this, like trying to make their kid presentable and It's just like fucking that horse slick, or what was the name of that
Alfalfa.
kid? Alfalfa, yeah. You got like that shit. I always had that when I was younger. I fucking have terrible hair. This is before they made like extra strength industrial product.
So this kid's name is Lachlan Samples, and his mother first noticed his hair was different than her other child, 2-year-old Shep. When Lachlan was about 9 months old, she explained that it grew straight up, it was fuzzy, while his brother's hair laid flat. Caitlin asked Lachlan's pediatrician about UHS, and he recommended they visit a specialist at Emory in Atlanta, Georgia, due to how rare the disorder is. 1 in 100 confirmed cases in the world with uncombable hair syndrome.
I can't even listen to you saying it.
The rare syndrome is characterized by shiny, frizzy hair that could not be combed down. UHS is an inherited disorder caused by genetic mutation that affects the proteins, which give structure to the hair strand. The mutation makes it impossible to brush the hair down.
Ooh, he could be in falsely
Although
challenged.
it's never been confirmed, many speculate that Albert Einstein also had UHS due to his characterizable silver locks.
Kramer has it too?
Probably.
Yeah.
So yeah, when my hair grows out, it also grows straight up. Like I've always just wondered if my real dad was like an Asian break dancer. So I know this mother's pain all too well.
Maybe I didn't have a fro. Maybe I just had uncombable hair syndrome.
Yeah, I don't think you ever had a fro.
I think you have male pattern baldness.
Oh, you fool!
All right, well, that does it for the news today. Now stay tuned for some other shit.
Oh yeah, it's Gregagories. I gotta tell you that it's Gregagories. Yeah.
All right, and Greg, I heard you have some Gregagories for us today.
Yes.
Oh, fan favorite.
Welcome, everybody, to Gregagories with your host, Gregagory. I've been waiting all day to say that. Gregory.
It was totally worth the wait.
Yeah, it was. Okay. All right. So earlier this morning, I sent the boys a little guess the number between 1 through 10, and the results are in. Ryan was the winner.
Cheated.
He did cheat. Yep. He texted me before.
That's the good thing about Gregagories. There's
Yep.
no rules.
It's like Pardon the Interruption on ESPN. It's crazy. So style points, comedy, the key to my heart. If you know the key to my heart, you use it. Double word score, triple word score. This is Gregagories. Let's get it. All right, and then Ryan gets the bonus question because he won. So we got 4 questions plus a bonus question. I will be keeping score, my score, and the audience can keep score at home. Email us. Fucking email us! Anyway. All right. And, to answer the question, you must buzz in Sweatpants Overlord. Question number 1. Name a parasite or disease that begins with S.
Sweatpants Overlord.
Yes, sir.
Symbiotis venomous.
Ooh.
Is that a thing?
Yes. Have you not seen Spider-Man's Nemesis?
I have, and the guy who writes Spider-Man currently, Donnie Cates, said that symbiote is a made-up word, so I'm just wondering where you get this information from.
You're full of shit. Listen to him.
This is Gregagories, right? The rules don't apply. What's your answer?
Trying
Ryan,
to make me look stupid.
stop Googling.
I'm just Googling if symbiote is a real word.
Oh, okay. I thought Ryan was trying to cheat. Like you cheated this morning when he texted me earlier to find out the number.
Clearly, it's a real existence, a real parasite in theme.
Is it real? Yeah, that's how I took it. It made me laugh, and that's really all that counts.
Sweatpants Overlord.
Yes. I would have also accepted syphilis. Point goes to Seamus. We're going to give him 1 point. It's a 1-pointer. Okay. Question number 2. Name a parasite or disease that you want to give to an enemy, beginning with N.
Sweatpants Overlord.
Yes.
Necrotizing fasciitis.
I was gonna say that one too. I was gonna say, I hope you got it.
Me?
No, not you. Of course
right.
not.
Of course not. You're the host.
Of course not, sir.
Yeah. All right. Seamus?
Hold on, let me Google it.
Points!
It says, "Suck it, Ryan."
Oh.
Fuck you.
All right. Well, you know what? How Gregagories works, that's a point for Seamus. And a point for Ryan. But Seamus is in the lead. 2-1. Okay. Moving on. This one does not have to do with anything with the topic. It's just random. Some random questions.
Whoa.
All right. Favorite multiplayer game that begins with D.
Dying Light 2.
Oh, shit. That was fast.
He did not buzz in. Sweatpants Overlord.
That's
I'd
true. That's negative 420 points. All right. Wait.
Sweatpants Overlord.
Yes.
Divinity Original Sin 2 can be played on multiplayer.
It is a good, and that's a fantastic game.
I know. I beat it with my wife.
All right, Sweatpants Overlord.
Yep.
You know what's a better game? Every Diablo that's ever came out.
Ooh. I mean, it's true, probably, but Divinity's a pretty dope game.
It is pretty dope.
I am going to give, but I do remember being in the dungeons back in the day saying, help me, I need help. Quit, we'll send you a portal. Help us.
Bring us your ear.
And then ears. All right, that's a point for everyone. We got a score of 3 points for Seamus, 2 points for Ryan. We got to get them double word scores. We get them triple word scores in there. Let's go. Audience, if you're keeping score.
We got a gravy boil going on.
Oh, boy.
It's a close game.
All right. Name a character in The Simpsons that begins with the letter M.
Sweatpants Overlord.
Yes.
Mo Sizlak.
Oh, snap.
Damn.
That wasn't even on my radar.
I mean, Sweatpants Overlord it's not as good as Millhouse.
Oh, shit. Millhouse. All right. God damn it. Those are both great answers, but I do need to make some movement in this game. I'm going to give the point to Ryan because Mo Sizlak is just, it's a great character and a happy drunk. It's 3-3. All right. This could be the decider for Seamus. He really needs this one. So maybe a double word score, maybe a quadruple word score, if you can do that. So name me a comedian that begins with G. G-Unit.
Sweatpants Overlord.
Yeah.
Janine Garofalo.
Ooh, I'm pretty sure that's a J, but the last name
Pretty
works.
sure it's not even funny.
All right, she's not. All right.
I think she's funny. It is with a J,
Saying that.
though, so it's just a one-score word. But nice try.
Damn it.
She was in the Ben Stiller show. Come on.
She was.
Greg with 2 G's.
Oh, Greg who, though? Oh, man. Yeah, it's on the tip of my tongue. You can fucking win it with this answer if you fucking nail it. What a great comedian. Great comedian. All right, motherfucking P.
What about Gaffigan? He's pretty funny.
Yeah, all right, yeah. Jim Gaffigan is pretty funny.
Gaffigan.
Yo, I could go all day, dog. There's Gary Owens, Greg Kinnear.
Those are actors.
Yeah, Greg Kinnear is an actor, but a fucking great one. 20 points for Ryan. I'm just kidding. It's as good as it gets. All right. Sorry. Ryan gets the point.
The Iglesias guy, too?
Yeah, Jose. But the answer you were looking for would have been Greg Giraldo.
Damn it. He's one of the legends.
He is a legend. He's gone, and he's a hilarious guy. And potentially 2 Gs.
What about Gallagher?
Yeah, Gallagher's awesome. Hell yeah. I mean, watermelons, bro. He's smashing them. And who doesn't like a watermelon?
Put him in the microwave first and then smash him, know what I'm saying?
Yep. So we got Ryan with a win for Gregagories 4-3, but we do still have the bonus question. And you guys both can answer it, and, maybe Seamus can...
That's why he won the...
I didn't get to answer the bonus question last time.
Hey, this is Gregagories, bro.
Yeah.
It's great. It goes
Rules
whatever you
change,
want.
man.
Yeah, things
All
change.
right, yeah, perfect. So, go.
Okay. Name an occupation you would love to try that begins with the letter J.
Jail.
Again, he didn't...
Solitary confinement. Solitary confinement, especially.
Yeah, you
Sweatpants Overlord.
yes, sir.
Jazz musician.
Oh, says yeah. Why did you stop the jazz music?
Or a jizz artist.
That's with a G. I know how to spell my jizz.
What?
What?
Jizz is with a G, isn't it?
No,
What
it's
are you
not.
talking about?
No.
You should take all your Gregory points away.
What
I
does...
get the...
Japanese astronaut. Or a Japanese cowboy.
All right, so apparently jizz is spelled G-I-Z. I was
No, it's
right.
not.
I was correct.
It's not.
Oh, you
Google, how do you spell jizz? Well, I can't spell it. Alexa, how do you spell jizz?
Juice is spelled J-U-I.
Did she just spell juice? What the hell is that?
It's jizz juice, bro. It's the same thing. And that would have been a double point score. But anyway.
I want to be a jalapeno juicer.
Oh.
Just don't get in your eyes. Or
We're
open
learning.
wounds.
We're learning. Next time I want some double word scores, some triple word scores, but Ryan's going to take the victory. The final
How do you
score,
get double word scores and triple word scores? They have to be like multiple words?
Yeah, it'd be like Greg Giraldo, gangrene.
I can barely remember one word. Come on.
Yeah, well, you know what? Final score, Ryan, 316.
Damn.
Seamus, 315.5. It was so close. Join us next time on another edition of Gregagories with your host, Greg Gory.
I'm not playing again. Bullshit.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up another fantastic episode of You Can Eat That Crust podcast. We want to thank you all for tuning in weekly and being our people. We appreciate you. We love you. Email us. Just do it. I mean, what's stopping you? It's so simple.
Yeah,
It's
you
so
know the
simple.
email. Follow us at Spotify, Instagram, Facebook. Hit Ryan up on Twitter. Fucking email us. If you think we're doing a good job, go to our Patreon on Anchor and donate to the show. And then, maybe you could, buy us a better computer so we can, search those emails. I know they're out there somewhere. I just can't get to them.
They must be going to the junk mail.
They must be. Ooh, I'm checking right now.
He probably hasn't even thought of that.
He hasn't.
So obviously, anyone that emails you from the show doesn't. They're not in your database, and it's going to go to junk mail most likely.
Apparently, I don't know how junk mail works.
Anyways, thanks for listening, everybody. Stay away from the dirty water. Be safe.
Yep. All right. And remember, everybody, in crust,
In crust,
We
trust.
Nailed it.
that was fire.
This ends our podcast.
Do you guys think people find it offensive when people do an English accent? Is it the same? Is it a racism?
I just think they're offended because they're so bloody bad at it.